It wakes some kids. I'm going to try and be a bit quiet with this, but it's been a while. I've had my Ancestry results back for a few months now. I'm not exactly sure how long. I've been meaning to do this video, but kids' school holidays came and they went. And I think we're on our second week back at school, so it's been pretty hectic. And then in the meantime, I've also been having a muck around on Ancestry with my results, and I've actually found a few blood relations, so I'm really happy with that. So first off, the last video I did, I explained the DNA test kit, and I was looking forward to getting some results. I have not broken down any brick walls yet, but I have discovered one thing I'm really happy with now. What I'll do is I'll just got some computer paper here. I'll fold over. So I'm using my iPad. Pop him off the charger just to cover the faces, see dates to the people. I have my DNA story, my ethnicity estimate, which I'm really happy with. I have I just chose to hide the faces of the relations because of possible matches. With my DNA story, my ethnicity estimate, I have 44% Great Britain, 27% Europe West, and 6 other regions, which is my low indication. Now, in there was a result I was hoping for, but I wasn't going to be that upset if I didn't get it. It's just, it was there though. That's all I can say. It was there, and I'm ecstatic. It's a smidgen. It's a small little 1%, but I'm happy with it. My DNA matches, I have 9 shared ancestor hints. Mind you, my tree is over 1,000 people. I'm not matching up with a lot of people blood-wise that I thought I would. I'm not disappointed because I can understand it goes up to 5 generations. I'm only hitting the 4th generation, but then there's a lot of DNA that I don't have that my father has. But my father is my father, if that makes sense. It even says so on this. So I have 23 starred matches that I have gone through and start knowing that, yes, they are the same people. I've been following their trees before I've done the DNA test. Something is in my room. And I have 102 fourth cousins or closer. Now, that only started out as 83. And since I've had the thing and I've messed around a bit and more people have done the DNA test, it's gone up to 102. It rose a bit to 90-something after my dad had done his test. So what I'll do is I'll show you first. Ancestry is a legend because it shows my father is my father now. I'll show you because it's not going to show up anybody else's names. If you can see, if it's not too bright. Where are we? There's my dad. See? Possible relationship match is child, parent-child. So it does show my dad as being my dad. Sorry if it's blurry, shit lighting. It's the nicest way I could put it. So it's got possible range, parent-child, immediate family member. That has matched me like that with my dad. And I found, which was a shock to me because I knew it was going to happen. My mother never knew her dad. Okay, my mother was a product of a one-night stand, and she was raised by her mother and stepfathers, or stepfather. So I found one of her cousins with an absolutely extremely high match, which was a shock, and discovered who her father actually was. Unfortunately, he passed away only last year, I think it was, 19 months ago now. So I'm never going to meet my pop, but I have a family member. I have a cousin that I found. So that's awesome. So now I'll get into the DNA story. So you just click discover your DNA story. I've been having to explain how to do this to my dad all the time. Now it comes up in bright screen. I'm thinking again, I probably should blacken out the thing. The overview, 8 ethnicity regions and the 3 genetic communities. My 3 genetic communities are all around England. So I'll click on the ethnicity estimate, or the regions. Now I have Europe, 99%. You know I'm white. But the little extras in there, I'm absolutely stoked about. So you've got Great Britain, 44%. Europe West, 27%. Ireland, 19%. Now, we knew there was Irish. We knew there was British. And with the Europe West, we knew that there was some of those areas around there, because my mother always said that there is supposed to be, was supposed to have been, I've had a mind blank. I can't even think of it. The area where they had the Holocaust, and that those people, I'm sorry, I've had a mind blank. So we've always known about that, which comes into Belgium, France, Germany, Netherlands, Switzerland, Luxembourg, Liechtenstein. I can't pronounce it. See, I can't pronounce it. Right. So the low confidence regions I got was Europe East, 5%, which is around Poland, Slovakia, Czech Republic, Austria, Russia, Hungary, Slovenia, Romania, Serbia, Ukraine, Belarus, Moldova, Lithuania, Latvia, Bosnia, I can't pronounce that one, and Croatia. This was a surprise. Italy and Greece, 2%. Now, my skin tone comes from somewhere, and I was pretty cool. I was pretty excited about that one. Italy and Greece, only 2%, but that's it. It's still there. I've just got to find that connection. So, Finland and Northwest Russia. Now, it's got -1%, but when I click on it, it ranges from 0 to 3% maximum. So I reckon it's safe to say there's about almost 2% there by the little diagram with the little purple mark. So yeah, Finland and Northwest Russia. Iberian Peninsula, it's the same. I click on that, it ranges from 0 to 4% maximum, and that's about the 2% mark too, with the little purple bar, but it's got the end line right on 4 marks, so I'm somewhere around there. That's pretty cool. Spain and Portuguese. I always liked the Portuguese and area. Don't know why. But the one that I really wanted, and I felt like I was Indigenous to Australia all my life. And I've always been the white girl that hung around with black people. But to find out that I do have a smidgen, it's up to the -1% again, but there's a smidgen, a hint of it in me. And just knowing that, it knows I'm on the right, it shows me also that I am on the right track with my grandmother's family, because all my other family, from the man and on my dad's side and my mum's, they're white. But my dad's nan, we always, on his mother's side, we always thought was Aboriginal or native to Australia, because you hit her family and then it just goes blow, brick wall after brick wall after brick wall, and you can't find nothing. So we knew that her nan was born in Wellington, Australia, in New South Wales, because also there's a Wellington in South Australia, but no, this is Wellington in New South Wales, Australia, not Wellington, New Zealand, not Wellington, South Australia. In, was it 1800s? And her, I actually found that her mother, my grandmother's mother, so my dad's great-grandma, was born in Nyngan in the 1800s. My great-grandmother was born in the early 1900s in Sydney. Now, the hospital she was born at was Royal Prince of, Royal something, Royal Hospital for Women. Sorry, I was having a mind like in Sydney at Paddington in 1910. Now that hospital I researched, and that was big on forced adoptions by the Benevolent Society of Australia, which is now anything you need to get information on. I'm waiting on information to come from the Prince of Wales Hospital in Sydney. That's where I was stuffing up to show me that sort of try and track some information about her mother, which we've now found out her name wasn't what we thought it was. It was Stella, not really. And that's a whole different kettle of fish. So, yeah. So we sort of, once we hit the Wellington birth, we know the mother's name was Fanny or Frances, and then there's nothing. We know the mother got married, but the marriage happened 5 years after the one child that we know of was born, which, yeah, to a man that was, they would have been in their early teens, and the guy that she married didn't come over to Australia until he was in his late teens, so there's no way he could have been her father, like, yeah, Jane's father, but or Fanny is Frances's daughter's father. So that's where my wall, and I feel like I'm constantly smacking my head, and yeah, but we think that's where this comes from. So my low confidence region is Pacific Islander, which is Melanesia, 1% or -1%, but you go into it and it ranges from 0 to 1% neat. So, yeah. And, yeah, Melanesia covers Papua New Guinea, Bougainville, Fiji, and Aboriginal Australia. So, but then I have also transferred some of my raw DNA data over to GED.com or GEDmatch.com, whatever you call it, GEDmatch.com. And that confuses me again because it breaks it down more and it shows a lot more. It's good, and I do like the results because it shows that I've got a shitload, and that's the only way I can say it, a shitload of Fijian in me, but there's still point something percent, 20 something percent of Melanesian that's unaccounted for in my DNA because it's showing me as almost 3%. So I'm pretty sure it was almost 3%. I know it was a lot more than what Ancestry is showing, but it was broken down, and I haven't spent a lot of time on the GEDmatch or GED match, whatever you want to call it, to sort of try and find what that other little point, whatever, 20 something percentage is. So yeah, I'll get there, I will do it, but I'm strongly confident that it would be Aboriginal Australian, especially when, yeah, it's all so close. I can't see being anywhere else. Why would they all be born in Australia? I should have been born over there. But yeah, no, so they're my results. I'm happy with, I'm more than happy with my DNA results, and sort of linking me to people now that that I wouldn't have known otherwise. I found my father's long lost cousin, that he'd been actually speaking about with other relations for a while, and I actually sent a message to her daughter because we had a match, and just to say hello and say I'm such and such. I'm Sydney Whitfield's granddaughter, blah blah blah. I noticed that we both share a great grandfather, Isaac Whitfield, blah blah blah. And yeah, her mother messaged me back, and turned out that she knew exactly who I was without me having to explain whose daughter I was. She just said straight up, "Oh, I'm sure you're my cousin Robert's daughter," and blah blah blah. I haven't seen them for a while, and yeah, so now I've got my father and a couple of other relations all back in contact with her after years, and them not seeing her since they were children, and they're like in their 50s and 60s now, so they're all happy with that. And that's the whole point of doing it. I'm making my family members happy. They're finding members. I think my auntie's going to be doing the test, so hopefully it brings us some more answers on my dad's nan's side, on my nan's side. So on the Wood side, Johnson's side, because that's where we sort of die in arse. Nicest way to put it. I hit that brick wall every time, and I can spend a whole 12 months and might find out maybe the tiniest little bit of information, and that 12 months is just like, oh, it does my head in. And then you've got 4 children that run around and they send you bonkers. But yeah, no, GED match has really helped with my ancestry results, and it's sort of, yeah, I did try the MyHeritage results, like tried scanning it through MyHeritage to see if that'd be any good, but I wasn't really happy with that because I don't know where the heck they got their information from, because they put me down as Native American. I ain't got no Native American in me. If I do, then I don't know how, because all my family are here, and I know they've come from England to here, and with my heck family tree, there's no hint, but you never know. So, because I haven't even gone that far back yet, and I'm not got full access to my ancestry to access the American files, but I do have a ton of people with high matches to me on ancestry with like full-on high matches, extremely high, very high possibilities, and they're all from like around Ontario, Canada, and that. So, and I know Canada and the US, there's 2 different sections, blah blah blah. But so that'll be interesting. I might have to look at investing in that later on. I'm gonna get going for now because it is getting late here. It's almost 11 o'clock, and my little people are asleep, and I might wake somebody up, and I don't want that. So yeah, I thought, well, it's been a while. I've been meaning to. Family things have come up, funerals, commitments, children's school holidays. Christmas is coming up soon, and you know what? For years, I've been finding myself lately thinking, where the heck, why the heck did I have 4 kids? Seriously. I've been finding a lot lately. It was so much simpler when it was just 1 or 2 kids. But yeah, and I've been burnt myself up the bum because I keep forgetting to contact my 13-year-old as well, because he lives with his father. So I've got 5 kids. So, which is why the name comes in, number 5. And yeah, so I'll get going, and thanks for listening to me ramble on. It's late, I'm tired. I've just finished getting kids all sorted for school, and yeah. So I thought I'd just pop on real quickly because I knew there was something I wanted to do, but I wasn't too sure what. So this must have been it. And give me a thumbs up if you like the thing. If you want, comment, subscribe. I will be posting some other videos later on. I'm going to start having a go at doing some DIY stuff, just like little homemade stuff for Christmas. Let's see how that goes. Ooh, I'm a bit nervous about that one. I'm just trying to do something different with my kids. And yeah, I'll talk to you later. Ciao.